Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Tom Crowther KC was employed by the government back in January to lead an investigation into, well, the gangs. We're going to say the gangs this early in the video. He was going to be partnering with the Home Office. They were going to do an internal investigation, and he's been in a committee answering questions yesterday. And he had to ask a question of his own. That question is, do you still want me? Because for 3 months now that he's been there, he's achieved nothing because the government don't want to address the problem. They've hired him so that they could say, oh, look, we've hired this man, look, we're doing something. But there's been no progress since. It seems very, very weird, doesn't it? It's almost as though the government don't really want to ask the questions because they know that the answer is the Labour Party. As in, why did this start? The Labour Party. Why did it continue? The Labour Party. Who was in charge of all these areas these gangs were working in? The Labour Party. Who stopped officials and the police from investigating? The Labour Party. Who represents the biggest danger to girls in this country? The Labour Party. But his report in 2022 was into Telford in Shropshire, and he said then that thousands and thousands of girls had been abused in the town over a period of 30 years, and he then showed and highlighted the shocking response from counsellors, police, social services, all working to let the abuse continue because they did not want the truth to come out. They did not want to say who was doing the abuse. They said it would be damaging for race relations, as opposed to now where everyone's very happy with them or something. Who knows? Because we all know who's doing what. We all know who these people are and who's backing them up. And of course, nobody in that particular community is going to point the finger. So they're all guilty, even by silence. Now, the issue was thrust into the spotlight again earlier this year by Elon Musk. Of course, he started coming out and talking about it. He's trying to whip the government into having a national inquiry. The government, as I say, do not want this because they will be found that they are at the heart of it. And that's basically it. In all these northern towns, and you keep voting Labour, look to your girls. Look to see what's happened to them for 30, 40 years. Then look to the party you're voting for. You're voting for these people. The Labour Party, the abusers of children. No, I don't think they want you, Tom Crowther KC. They don't want anyone. They've got to have someone so they can say they're doing something, but they really don't want to. Thanks a lot. Bye.